Hey guys, sorry to interrupt the video before it's even started. Just want to say my audio software corrupted slightly, so there will be 2 points in the video where I have to briefly cut to my phone mic, but they last for about a second each, so it shouldn't be too much of a problem, and yeah, enjoy. Hey, what's going on guys, Mazo Embo here. I'm going to be talking about the new trailer we just got for Sonic and Shadow Generations. Yeah, let's get into it. So I've just pulled up the trailer here. I'm gonna watch it and I'll give my thoughts and analysis, I guess, as we go along. I've already seen this, so we won't be getting a live reaction, but I will be giving my thoughts on how everything looks and just what to expect, really. Right, let's get into the trailer. So obviously it starts off with just showing the port of Generations, you know, nothing we haven't seen before, you know, same game from 13 years ago. It does look a bit better, but you can kind of tell that they didn't really like change much about the visuals. Obviously Shadow comes in here. Nice fake out. A nice fake out for sure. Now, he gets a bit of the Black Arms eyes there, which I think might be hinting at some possible new abilities. We know from... I'm going to pause it. We know from the description of the actual plot that he will be getting new abilities. So that's pretty exciting. Anyway, we see here that Black Doom is making a return, which is very exciting. Haven't seen him in a while. Obviously, he's still warping with Shadow's mind and stuff, so I'm wondering how affected Shadow's going to be. We see a bit of Radical Highway gameplay here, and, you know, his combat, hopefully better than Frontiers. A Bio-Lizard boss fight, which is, of course, exciting. And we have this tease at the end. Again, very, very short. There's not much to see, but there is stuff to get excited for, you know. I'm gonna bring up the plot description here. I'll give it a readout, and I'll see what we can gather from the description itself. I'm also going to go to the website too, because we might be able to get some more info from that. So, give me a sec. Okay, I'm on the Steam page now, and it says here, an all-new collection featuring 2 unique experiences. Now, to me, that's implying that this Shadow content isn't a half-assed, small little DLC like episode Shadow was with Forces. This, to me, implies a full-on like Shadow Generations type deal that's bundled with Sonic Generations. Play as Shadow the Hedgehog in a brand new story campaign featuring never-before-seen powers and abilities. When Shadow's old nemesis Black Doom re-emerges and threatens to take over the world, Shadow must journey into his own past, confront painful memories, face familiar foes, and unlock new powers to save the world and prove why he's known as the ultimate lifeform. That, to me, sounds like a very heavy plot, you know, a nice chunky story. So I'm definitely thinking that we've got a lot of content to experience here. Again, way bigger than episode Shadow. It's seeming like a Bowser's Fury type situation, where we have a port combined with a brand new, totally new experience, you know. Never before seen powers and abilities, to me implies Black Arms abilities, you know, tapping into Shadow's actual alien DNA, because, well, we've never seen him use his alien side before, you know. I'm quite excited to see what these new powers and abilities are. And again here, unlock new powers to save the world. The whole saving the world thing, to me, implies this is a full-on new story, not just a level pack, essentially. Another thing that makes me think that this is a meaty package is it explains the Shadow stuff first, and then at the bottom, just in a small paragraph, it says also includes a complete remaster of the classic hit Sonic Generations. That to me is implying that the Shadow Generations is the main focus of this collection here. Now, what could the painful memories part mean? Because we know Shadow has moved on from the past. However, I'm thinking he being Black Doom, I'm thinking he's gonna, dig back into Shadow's mind like he did in the first Shadow the Hedgehog game, assuming this counts as like a sequel of sorts. Anyway, he's gonna dig back into Shadow's mind and dig up stuff like Maria's death, because he's not really had to face that ever again. Maybe somehow bring back his whole identity crisis problem that he had for a little bit. Make him think that all his friends are fake or something. Just really just fuck with Shadow mentally. Winning that Father of the Year award once more. But yeah, the gameplay for the Shadow content, it does definitely seem to differ from Sonic Generations. For better or for worse, I didn't enjoy Frontiers at all, so I'm hoping to the highest of heavens that it's not similar to that too much. Sure, we can have a bit of inspiration from Frontiers, to really separate Sonic and Shadow's gameplay so it doesn't just feel like a reskin with new stages. I'm fine with that. The homing attack does seem to be functionally similar to the Frontiers homing attack, hopefully without the extreme amount of lag afterwards. He does seem to lose a bit of speed during one section, but it could have been a chase section where they will have pulled the speed back a little bit to make it a bit more manageable. But yeah, the level design, we'll need to see more before I come to any conclusions with that. But yeah, he does seem to have actual combat in his boss fights, which is great to see. We can shoot Chaos Spears at Biolizard, as we can see from the trailer, but it does make me worried that the final boss will be a Super Shadow versus Black Doom Titan fight inspired thing, because I really didn't enjoy the Titan fights at all in Sonic Frontiers. I think they are extremely bland gameplay wise, so I'm definitely hoping that we do not have one of those. But if we do, so long as it's refined and actually fun this time, yeah, I think it could be good. But yeah, I don't think that the story of this is going to tie too heavily into main Generations, because as we know in Generations, Shadow's just kind of there. It is a story mostly about Sonic tackling his past, or the Sonics tackling their past. But yeah, I don't think that it'll tie too heavily into base game Generations, but I also don't think it's going to be completely separate, but it might be. Again, it could just straight up be a Shadow Generations, completely unique, separate experience. And yeah, that's really about it. I could throw in a few predictions, so I'll add them on here, why not? I'm predicting maybe, we know that SA2 content's going to be in here. We've seen Final Rush and we are fighting Biolizard, but I'm thinking that we are going to have quite a bit of content being brought back from the Shadow the Hedgehog 2005 release, because it and SA2 are essentially the main thing that makes up Shadow's past. I don't expect Heroes making any sort of return, He was just kind of there as another team. Well, obviously he was a bit more significant, but I mean, it wasn't about his past, Shadow the Hedgehog is his game, and SA2 is where he's first introduced, a bit plot heavy on him, explaining who he is. But yeah, I'm not expecting everything from his SA2 path, and obviously I'm not expecting every level from Shadow the Hedgehog. Depending on how big of game this is. We could see all 10 level types from Shadow 05 return, maybe, with the Final Rush returning purely because it's the Arc, maybe. I don't know. We do know Radical Highway is in there, so, you know, 3DS lovers such as myself, we have crumbs to eat. Anyway, yeah, that's probably gonna bring this to a close. I don't really have much more to say. I will be making a follow-up video when we get more info. I don't presume that we'll be getting much more info until much closer to release. The game is coming out autumn this year, so not too long to wait. Just the year, but that at least means that they have time to make it good. You know, I'm not actually too worried about this release. One, it's in-house, unlike Colors Ultimate. Two, the visuals on the Shadow side of things are already quite good, and knowing that visuals are usually worked on last for games, it means that this has been in development for quite a while now, and they still have the rest of the year to finish it up. So yeah, I'm just now curious about what the bonus content in Base Generations is going to be. But other than that, yeah, that's this month's video. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed. If you have any thoughts of your own, please do leave them down in the comments below, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye. Just a sec before you go. If you've liked today's video, please hit that like button. If you didn't like it, okay. Anyway, hit that subscribe button too, ring the bell so you get all my notifications, and check out my other videos. Alright, see you in the next one.